Hello friends, welcome to Java2D tutorial. Now you are watching part 4 of the sub-series, grayscaling the image. So in this video, we will read the pixel and convert it as a grayscale one. So when we do this for all the pixels, the image will get converted into grayscale image. So these are all the slide decks from previous spots. So in the last video, we wrote the code to load the image. Now we will do the pixel manipulation. So this is the actual color image. After loading the image, we store the reference in PNG img. So in the previous video, we loaded the image, and the loaded image is here in this handler PNG image. So we get the width and then height and store that here in the integer variable. So this represents width and height, and this height and width is required so that we can perform the scan line, and in each scan we can read one pixel. So the scan line will be like this. So we go through the complete width, and then we will visit every row in the height. Suppose if the height is 400 and if width is 800, so in pass 1 we will read all the 800 pixel, then we move to the next line and we will read the next 800 pixel. That way we will visit all 800 cross 400 pixels. So to do this, we need width and height, so we retrieved it from the image. Next here, if you see, this is the horizontal scan and inner loop is the vertical scan, and the scan lines are formed based on the pixel width and height. That means inside this inner loop we will be getting one pixel, and when both the loop ends, we read all the pixels. That means we start from here and towards the end we will read the last pixel. So here if you see PNG image, this is the PNG image, getRGB. So this is the function call we are making, and we specify the location hscan and vertical scan. So for example here, if we are reading a particular pixel at this location, we will be specifying the scan location based on width and height. So you will be visiting the width, and 1 2 3 4 on 4th, let's say this is the 150th pixel location, you will be reading this. So that's what here we specify horizontal scan and v scan, hscan, v scan, and we read each pixel, and the red pixel is here in the color. So if you see, this getRGB will give us the RGB information, and using that we are forming a color component, and we store that as a pixel C, color pixel we can say. And then once we have the color information, we bypart the color components. So here getRed, getGreen, getBlue will give the red, green, blue component at that very particular pixel. So first we read the pixel, we form a color object, and from that color object we get a red, green, blue component. So for example, if we are at this location, we read the color information at this location, and after that we retrieve red, green, blue component, and we store that here in an integer. So that's the first step. Read RGB from pixel data and bypart the color components. Next, if you see, we are making use of the algorithm. We are, whatever red is returned, we are multiplying that with the constant 299, and we are storing back, and we do the same for green and blue. Finally, we add up all these components, and definitely you will be getting 0 to 255 based on the red, green, blue component intensity. So here there will be red, green, blue component, right? Based on that intensity, we will decide what value, grayscale value, that needs to be set. So once we have the gray value here, we form a new color information, and if you see, we are passing the same value for a red, green, blue component. So this is for red. So red, green, blue, all component is holding the same value. That means it will, in the grayscale, it will be somewhere here. So 0 being black and 255 is white, and in between there is some gray. So that's how here our new pixel gives the grayscaled value. So this pixel C is the color pixel. Here we applied our algorithm and we get a new pixel, and this new pixel is the grayscaled pixel. And if you see in this horizontal and vertical scan, we are doing this for one single pixel. So this way we have to do it for all the pixels, all 800 x 400 pixel. Alright, once we get the new pixel, we use the same PNG image setRGB at the horizontal and vertical scan location. That's where we retrieved the color component. Now we are setting back the color component with the new pixel information. So once the loop ends, all the pixels will get modified and you will be getting the grayscaled image. Right, now this is our PNG image. After converting this into grayscale, we as usual access our Graphics2D and we make use of the draw image and we supply the PNG image. So when we draw the image here, it will be already converted into grayscale format. Why? Because all the pixel got changed on the button click of grayscale. Alright, now we will go to the demo and see how it works. So now we will click on the grayscale image button and I will handle the action event. So this code we already saw in the theory part, and we will just check is there any so that's all. Now we will run this. So in the previous video itself we wrote the code for load image, and here you are seeing the image get loaded. Here you will be seeing a color as somewhat sandy, and here you will be seeing a slight sky blue, and there are very light color information on this. Now let me click a grayscale image, and if you see, the image will get converted into grayscale. So now it is a grayscaled image and the color information is gone. In the next video we will save this image to the disk. That's all here in this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.